Friday morning ramble, if you've got a few minutes. I don't know how long I'll ramble for. It's regarding the behavioral sciences and our BIT Nudge Unit teams, or I should say World Economic Forum BIT Nudge Unit located in Ottawa in the Trudeau's Privy Council, and the behavioral sciences as a whole. I watch a lot of world news because we're not seeing it here in Canada. I like to spend a half an hour a day on TikTok watching people from the left and their videos. Now, here I guess I'm coming to my point. The cumulative effect of behavioral sciences, we know that they've stated, they being the BIT Nudge units, I'll say, the psych department, that their nudging works better the lower the intelligence of the individual. It works better and lasts longer. And no matter what the level, they need to reinforce the nudge, no matter what the subject matter is. And they try to keep it subtle and low key so that we don't catch on. Okay, we know all that, sure enough. But what I haven't found yet, but it seems to my observance, is that there's a cumulative effect of this nudging. If we go back to 2020, 2021, and 2022, we saw the effect of the nudging, right? Now this is to my observance from the anything but conservative people that I see on social media as I watch their videos and what they're talking about. They all seem to have really bought into the nudging in 2020 through 2022. There seems to be, now this is going to garner some chirping, I'm sure, but there seems to be a lot of the LGBTQ people in there. And well, they started in 2020 and followed through. Now they're being nudged, of course, politically. Anything but conservative. And here's the thing. They seem to be degrading mentally. I don't know how else to put it. I know that sounds extreme. But I'll list a couple of examples. And maybe I shouldn't use their names. There's one girl I follow. All she does is slam Pierre Poilievre. That's her daily shtick. No one would accuse her of sitting at the head of the class. If you listen to her videos, you go, maybe not quite making that 100 average, right? We're talking 90, 95 at best here. But by degrading, I mean, well, first let me say she posts, her material used to have some variance in subject matter. Now it is just narrowed down to nothing but slamming pee-pee, as she calls them. And it's getting a little unhinged. If you have watched her progress, she is progressing. She posts mostly for Hero Biscuits and has a small, loyal following who, I'm sure none of them sat at the head of the class either. Then we have another guy who I guess I shouldn't name. He's gotten, I'd say he was of average or slightly above average intelligence. I never agreed with any of his opinions, but I would watch his videos as I watch a lot of left-wing, both commentators and mainstream news or independent news. This fellow is degraded into the point where he often doesn't make any sense anymore. You watch a video and you go, dude, the cookie truck's gonna come for you with some paper underwear, and you're headed to a rubber room. Like, you used to make sense. Well, I didn't agree with his opinions. I would listen to them. They were laid out clearly and concisely. Now, sometimes there's an entire video, I rewatch it, and I'm like, that made no sense, dude. Are you okay? So I think there's a cumulative effect upon the psyche of the individuals who are susceptible to the behavioral insight team's nudge units. That's my point. It's kind of frightening. It really is. The psychology of it all fascinates me, but at the same time, these people, I've just listed two of them as an example. There's several more I've been following for quite some time. And it seems to be happening to all of them. Their whatever degree of open-mindedness they may have had before and the ability to articulate their opinions is degrading. I don't know. I'll have to research further into the behavioral sciences. Does being nudged slowly drive one mad? I'm beginning to wonder.